little Dealing with Demons Daily series because here, I am not saying that I'm never going to have to deal with nonsense, right? When I talked about not entertaining demons, because the fact of the matter is this. By the way, I'm Renaissance Woman A. Ren Judah. Welcome to my channel, and always remember that the thoughts and views expressed by me are not a reflection of those or any company or entity that I may represent or be working with. That being said, let's move right on into it. I think that we are going to face challenges in our everyday life. You're going to go to work. You may have difficult coworkers. You may have difficult family members. You are going to have issues. I recently had an issue where there was just some unnecessary back and forth in a meeting. And what I'm learning to do, like we talk about on the Hebrew Woman show, is to go back and examine myself and see what it is that I could have possibly done differently. And sometimes the answer is to just be silent. However, there are times when dealing with demons, you are going to have to check a demon. So let's talk about when you are dealing with demons and you end up getting into a cycle of rumination after you have these encounters. You know, a lot of times you'll just sit there replaying the incident in your mind over and over again. And then you're thinking, oh, I wish I had said this. Oh, I wish I had said that. Oh, this would have been a good. We've all done that, right? When we've had to deal with nonsense. And what I want to say is, first of all, if this incident happened at work, you guys know we are constantly talking about it. You are not imagining things. You're not, because there's a lot of gaslighting that goes on when we're talking about toxic work environments and also toxic relationships. You really just need to, well, I'm not going to tell you what you need to do. I will just say that understand that you are not crazy. You're not imagining it. You're not blowing things out of proportion, because people love to tell you that, well, you're making a mountain out of molehill. And listen, I am the queen of making mountains out of molehills, so I get it. However, you know when you're in a toxic work environment, you know when you're dealing with a narcissist, you know when people are taking things too far. And you absolutely have the right to defend yourself. You have the right to speak out, but most importantly, document everything. So if you have one of these encounters at work where you had to check a demon, you need to write it down. And one of the things that is great about that is it's a release. I didn't even realize it until I had to keep documenting some instances that I started to feel better. It was cathartic just being able to write out and talk about what happened. Even if you just talk about it, if you're using AI, and I know people are complaining about people using AI as therapy. Listen, you do whatever you have to do, but I'm going to tell you, you have to document these things. So I don't care if you tell AI what happened to get your document, you do that. But I will promise you that when you write it down and you talk about what happened, you're able to let it go. Another thing to help you get out of the rumination process is to practice mindfulness. Do something, have a mindfulness moment. Go for a walk. Do something that pulls you into the moment. Do something positive that you actually enjoy. Just remove yourself from that whole situation and give yourself a reset, because look, you're going to deal with toxic people. And these little bitmojis are cute. No demons allowed today. But you do absolutely get to pick and choose who and what you're going to deal with. You get to decide who and what you're going to entertain. And when you are in situations where you can't decide, you get present and you choose how you're going to respond. Don't allow them to control you. So I think one of the most important things that we can do for those of you who are following us on this leadership journey, number one, make sure you get your copy of the 21 Irrefutable Laws of Leadership and join us on the Sabbath on the Hebrew Woman channel as we go through law number 2, the law of influence. If you need the worksheets, shoot me an email at sister7@gmail.com and I'll send it to you. But this week you need to think about, reflect on how the law of the lid and how the law of leadership shows up in your life, okay? And so let's just do that. And take care of yourself. You know, one thing I'm doing now is really focusing on my health and getting back into a workout routine. And that's going to help you a lot with stress as well. So that's all I got for you guys this morning. Have a terrific Tuesday. And I'll see you all later on tonight, where I'm going to try to work on, Zell and I are going to try to review the Breakfast Club video for you guys, where they talked about, because we're talking about hostile work environments, and the question was, can you work with someone you don't like? I think it's a great conversation because it fits right into what we're doing over here. So I'll see you guys then. See you later on tonight, and have a good day. Shalom.